My name is Cory Vu. I serve as the Associate Vice Chancellor for Health and Wellbeing. I started here at Cal on July 1st. I think that one superpower that I would ask for would be the ability to slow time down a little bit. You know, I've been married to my wife for 25 years and I have two girls that are 21 and 19. I just don't know how fast or where the time has gone. So if I can do one thing with a superpower, is to slow time down so that I can enjoy each moment so much better. Yes, I collect Buddha statues. So most of the time I would buy it. My wife tried to prevent me from buying the statues, but I have like 25, 30 of them, all around the home and the backyard, front yard at my house.
Now.
Oh my gosh! When I was a student at Davis and also at Berkeley here, and we were, we didn't have much money, and so we lived on pizza. And so one of my pizzas that I always order was Canadian bacon with pineapple. So I like that. That was my favorite at the time. And so yes to pineapple on pizza. People think because I'm speaking all the time on different venues, different events, different things, that I'm an extroverted person, but I'm actually an extreme introvert, like all the way to the extreme side. I just have to do things I need to do at work, but I'm an extreme introvert. So one of the things is just to be able to focus on staff and focus on the culture here within the organization, trying to figure out what are ways that I can improve or help support staff here at both UHS and Recwell. We have a lot of work to do with the UHS Recwell integration, and so try to find a way to be able to do that without impacting or negatively impacting the work, the core work that we do. Provide care to student, staff, and faculty. Provide services to student, staff, and faculty. I'm also wanting to make sure that the teams work more holistically together, and in terms of mental health and wellness teams, and also include the Recwell in that. And I think if we are able to work more seamlessly together, we will probably serve the students a lot better. They will have a much better experience when they come for care or services here. And then lastly, I think budget is a priority, and so for me to kind of get to understand everything, every dollar that goes in and out, so that I want to make sure that we are financially strong and viable for years to come, and plan for that. To foster a positive work environment, you have to model it yourself. That means showing respect for staff. That means creating a safe environment for staff. That means empowering them to do the best that they can. So if you can model it, if you can ask the leadership team, the supervisors and managers and everyone to model those behaviors, I think we will eventually change the culture here. When I was at the Department of Healthcare Services, working for the state of California, overseeing the vision program for the state, I've been in many meetings where I was probably the only person of color, in the room. And having been in those situations, it makes me understand and the importance of having an inclusive team and people around with a variety of different backgrounds and experiences, so that it makes the organization stronger. I look to try to improve on the diversity, equity, inclusion, I know belonging and justice that we espouse here at UHS and also I believe over at Recwell. So I think those things are important. I've been in situations where those things were not as important and had to fight to make sure that my voice was heard. So I think that really shaped the person that I am and why I believe in the things that I believe in. Yeah, it's not really any kind of new things to implement here, but I want for us to continue to have events, like the event that we have today with the medical staff, or we're talking about how to improve care for our students. Our mugs and what's it?
Mugs and Mingle?
Yeah, our mugs and mingle event. Where we have staff get together before work. To have bagels and coffee together. Any event or any way that we can bring people together. Build teams. Make people feel welcomed. Build that family environment. I think those are things that we continue to do here at UHS and Recwell.
I heard about Coffee with Cory.
Yes, yes. So one of the things that I've asked Tammy and Ima, and Luvia can help, with this too, is that I want to do a coffee with Cory. I know it's kind of corny, but it's alliteration, CC, but have staff, from different departments, maybe meet with staff once, twice, 3 times a month, and provide coffee and refreshments and bagels and whatever, and then just get to learn to know people and to hear, what some of the challenges they're facing, why they enjoy their work, things like that. I think those kind of things also improve, in terms of relationship and trust building, but also helps with transparency. They can ask me any questions that they want, and I hope to be able to kind of bridge that gap, between staff and leadership. Sometimes it seems like the gap is really wide, and it doesn't have to be. I think it's very easy for us to narrow that gap and have everyone work together, because every person plays a role and every person is important, in an organization, from top to bottom.